We live. Where, can I get a chair somewhere?
You want to
Cause
sit down?
yeah, I want to
You
sit
want
down.
to
I don't
stand?
like to stand up because you make me
I said you
nervous.
want to stand.
You
Hold on,
might
hold on.
might ask a bunch of crazy questions right here. So family, as y'all come in, this is the wrong way. All right. So family, as y'all come in, I'm at TNAT. I'm going to be here on June the 8th. But right now, yeah, see, you got the TNAT in the back. Peace, family. I need y'all to share this out wherever you at. Let me get my other phone so I can share it out. Don't go nowhere. We at TNAT on Saturday night. I'm hanging out with a friend of mine. Let me see something. Let me see if I can share this. Peace and love, family. Peace and love, family. How y'all doing? Family, I was just at a lecture, right? And the brother says that capitalism is the enemy. He says that, can y'all hear me good? How do I sound? I need to make sure y'all can hear me. How do I sound? Do I sound all right? I don't really go live from my phone. How y'all sound? It's Saturday night. I see we get the thumbs up going in. Let me see what I got. Am I too loud? Y'all know I'm not at the studio, so I can't be too loud. Yeah, I think I'm good,
You
man.
good? Okay.
Hey, this the iPhone 65.
Okay.
Talking about this. See, this one costs a couple coins. They
Okay.
better be right. Shoot, all that grifting I've been doing. Peace. Oh, they say I sound good. What up, sweet? How y'all doing? So, family, I was in here today, um, uh, to listen to the scholar, Jared Ball. He gave a beautiful presentation about his perceptions concerning his perceptions or his concepts about capitalism, and that like capitalism is the enemy. Yeah, he said capitalism. Hey, it's a wrap. I don't agree, but I can appreciate the scholarship. But I'm going to be here June the 8th. So I want to bring my brother in. And I want to bring him in because I want to talk about this thing about Drake, this thing about Diddy, this thing about Umar, this thing about Moist Lips, this thing about all of this stuff we see through this medium. What does that have to do with us? How does that liberate us? And so I want to bring my brother in. Brother, slide your chair on, brother. We're going to have a conversation here right now. Yeah, listen, I didn't plan this at first, but we here now. If I sound pretty good, then it's all good. So this is Dr. Ausar. Y'all see us? We good? This is Dr. Ausar and myself here. And I just came in because I know that tonight I probably wouldn't be able to go live from the studio since I was at this event tonight. What you think about the event?
Man, it was powerful, bro.
No. What you think about the event?
I think he held his own.
Yeah.
He grounded our questions.
Right.
I'm gonna differ with you a little bit about it.
What part you different?
Well,
No, it's good. I need to know.
So I mean, I think that let's start first and foremost. It's not only capitalism that he spoke about,
Right.
but he also spoke about black capitalism.
Right.
And he spoke about how black capitalism, many times it's sold to us as a way to liberate our people. So I tend to agree with that, and what his core argument is as a way to liberate our people, as a means of taking us away from real political struggle.
Let me ask you this. One thing I don't like, I do respect his scholarship, and you know I do. But he makes a lot of blanket statements. And so when he say it's sold to our people, who is selling this to our people? Because what I see is our people see that, okay, we're trying to find a way out. And the only way that they know is we need to get some money.
Yeah.
We need to get some money. So who is selling this?
I told you I'm a little foggy today. I could possibly remember it, but it's actually literally is in his book.
Okay.
And it has something to do with like the government, right? And actually he has it where he outlines it clearly, and he outlines it in his book.
Okay.
Whereas they try to divert the socialist movements of that time, right, by saying black people buy into this movement, black capitalism versus real political struggle.
But I think our people have always participated in political struggle in some way or shape or form up until recent. Up until recent, we kind of just go with the status quo. The churches back in the 60s and somewhat through the 70s introduced us to the political struggle. By the way,
that's
of
his
Martin
argument,
Luther King. I mean, they introduced us to the political struggle. You
But
understand
that's
what I'm
his
saying?
argument.
So what I'm saying is, now, I don't even think that we understand the ramifications of our participation politically, because we just vote by party now. We don't vote by issue.
Now keep in mind, when he talks about political, he's not talking about electoral politics or voting.
Right.
Yeah, he's talking.
I got you.
Yeah, he's talking about.
Come on. Now I'm about to knock it out the park.
He's talking about.
I'm about to knock it out the park.
He's talking about reallocating money and whatever it means to make that happen. Reallocating power, reallocating the means to resources, the manufacturing. Now, pardon me, family, as Brother Tahakan knows, I don't know if it's allergies or what have you, so I'm struggling getting my words out today. So
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I just think it was a decent, well thought out lecture. But I'm on the opposing thought that it's not a lot of solution within the conversation, and that's where I run into a problem with a lot of these conversations that philosophize our liberation. Like, what is your vision for the exit strategy? And then when we get to that point with many of our brothers and sisters who are deemed to be qualified, seems like we run into a brick wall.
Well, I kind of disagree with that. I do get what you're saying. One thing he did say, for all fairness, is that this ain't the type of conversation we want to have on camera, right? One, and I think you said you respect that. Or let's have the conversation then, right? Like, matter of fact, maybe what we could do is say, look, bro, let's have the conversation off camera.
Right.
And one thing. And two, I think he kept it very general and specific, and he did say get with, he said organize with people who are doing political work. And of course, we know that some of these people, like, they don't broadcast everything they do. Of course, like even you brought up Martin Luther King and them. They had strategy, and they did not broadcast all of their tactics or strategies to the world, although they were nonviolent. And he's not taking violence off the table.
Right.
He's not, but yeah.
But my thing is, like, when we have these conversations, and one say, well, what's the exit strategy? Like, for me, I say, well, what's the exit strategy? For me, I believe that it's economics. I believe that it's political. I believe that it even could come to a physical at some point down the line. Maybe not even in my lifetime. But ultimately, when it comes to liberation of a people, that is always on the table. And no matter what, no matter when you say it or how you say it, it's never going to go down well to those who control the algorithms of our liberation. You know what I'm saying? It's never going to go down well. So even if it's not in our lifetime, that's always on the table.
But I think, again, I think that he would agree with you, right? So when we talked about it a little earlier, when he says political, I am not under the assumption that he's saying political in this one sense. Right. So even he gave some examples today, like there's political action that's going through education. So let's say education is one avenue, right? So there's political organization that has to happen through economics, right? There's political political activity that has to take place around all things health. There's political things that have to. Everything is political. That's. I think that's the framework he's using.
I got you. Now let's take it from Dr. Ball. That's you and I. If you say that it's political in the sense in which you understand what he was talking about, how does that look outside this door?
Now, I think that really. I mean, you mean translating to most people?
Yeah.
Now, I agree with you. That's why I tried to ask questions. Dr. Ball, as you can listen, he can articulate like he doesn't even have to pause. To me, it shows like his level of intellect, right? Yeah. But not all people can. It's like what they say: open a fire hydrant and then trying to drink the water.
Right.
So I think that I think there's some. My personal opinion is that it can be articulated, or there has to be some people that can articulate what he's saying in a way that can resonate with the people. I think you can do that.
I'm not.
I think y'all agree more than what you.
But I
think
think we do agree on a lot of levels, because when he speak about the political, I do know that the political part is a very, very important part of our liberation, because even slavery was political, as people really understand it. Slavery was a political and an economic thing.
Yeah, and economics is political,
Yeah,
though.
absolutely.
Culture is political.
There you go.
Everything is political. I think that's the
So
framework.
this is why earlier I mentioned that it's going to be all inclusive.
Yeah.
And we got to be able to balance out these elements to walk towards our liberation. I think we're going to have them in place. But one of the things that I do know about our people, we lack the proper organization.
Well, yeah,
We lack the proper organization. Like you can hear one say, "Well, I'm a part of this organization. I'm a part of this organization. I'm a part of this organization." But is all of these organizations working as a collective for the common goal? That's where one of the problems of us as a people, that we be a part of different organizations, but as a collective hitting in a common goal. Funneling everything towards the common purpose.
I think again, he would absolutely agree with that, and I think that's why he's saying organizing is very important and collective organizing is necessary. Where the majority of the people in this country, he would say, is oppressed, including people of other ethnicities and races.
You sound like me now.
He
gonna butcher them words like me now.
I told him my words are messed up tonight, but nonetheless, ethnicities and races or whatever backgrounds even have to some degree realize they are oppressed, and once they realize they are oppressed, then we have to collectively organize to.
But don't you think, with check the new Black Panther Party, for example, not the new Black Panther, the real Black Panther, not the new Black Panther, the new Black Panther, just straight fraud. But the Black Panther Party, they tried to be all inclusive, and it seemed like that was the beginning of the end.
Why do you say that though?
Because it seems like, okay, it was a political party, number one. And when they begin to invite people in, that struggle wasn't commonplace as our struggle, it became compromised. It seemed like some of the educators brought in their educated peers of the other persuasion, and that's how things begin to get compromised. That's what it appears.
I don't think that was it, though. I mean,
that's one of many.
I would have to brush up on my.
I would say that would be one of many.
But we know that
it was infiltrated, of course. We know COINTELPRO,
and I know you know that for sure.
Of course.
And then you also know that the people that actually they had in there looked like who?
Look like us.
Right.
Absolutely.
And then you know that you have the young patriots that they actually worked alongside with. I don't think that they actually were those white folks that realized that they face the same conditions of the oppressor, that they work with. But I think it had more to do with COINTELPRO than actually aligning with people like the Young Patriots.
But I think that the beginning of the end is that our struggle is unique. Whether people agree with it or not, that it's unique unto us, and it's our problem.
Yeah, so that's why they organized over there. They allied with these people.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I believe, I'm of the thought that our struggle is our struggle, and at some point, it will take us to get us up out of this.
I think that most people would agree with that.
It would take us. And I think when we invite, and I'm saying, I don't believe that we got to ostracize any people. I don't think. I think it's clear that you had people that of the European persuasion that helped with the Underground Railroad, that financed the civil rights movement in many ways, financed Elijah Muhammad, to make, and he called the white man the devil. You know what I'm saying? They financed him. So I believe that it's going to take a collective that understand what oppression is and what it does to humanity. But the ultimate fight towards liberation is left up to us. And it could be intellectual, it could be political. When I say fight, I'm not talking about a physical resistance. You know what I mean?
Right,
Even though it
but
could
we
come
have
to
to
that.
keep it a buck though. Many of those people that you that you're talking about, not that may have convoluted and things. They're actually some of the same people that actually broke people out of prison. They're the same people who actually did some of that heavy work, doing some of those physical fights. I'm talking about white folks.
Yeah,
that were
absolutely,
part-
I agree.
that literally was a part of it. But I mean, I think that I'm not. Look, what I realize what I don't do. I only have these intellectual conversations around white people because it's a very complex thing.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah,
It is.
yeah.
But my thing is, I try to find I try to find the middle ground to say, hold up. How do we solve that problem? We got Drake right now. We got Drake and Kendrick Lamar dominating the airwaves about nothing. Let me ask you a question. Are you familiar with the argument? Are you familiar with the battle? Yes or no?
I haven't listened to.
No. Have you heard about it?
I've heard about it, yes.
You heard about it. Why should you be hearing about that? You're a doctor. Why is that so? Why is this so prevalent that you?
Now let's keep it a buck. That's a real question.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
I'm not even only look. You know why I listen to social media? You. So you probably the one that said, hey, no.
See how he sold me out?
But the reality is, no. I don't even listen to much pop stuff. So I'll be out of the loop.
But I'm saying,
but it is so pervasive that everybody's talking about it.
everybody's
So,
talking about
yeah.
it. Do you think that's by design? Huh? Do you think that's by design?
Have I thought about that? I think everything that's toxic to our culture is, but to some degree, a part of this system that is built in the system. So yes, I can't say no. Anything it is.
Or you think it's by design?
Absolutely, this system creates these things.
Explain. How you think they created this? Do you think,
just
let me ask
told
you a
you.
question, because this is what I say. I ask on the show, I say that I think the beef is real, but I think the media takes it to a whole nother level, and each side now got to feed the machine.
Well, you just answered it for me.
That's how you see it? This brother making this interview hard. You see that?
You just answered it for me. I mean, I don't have to answer the question.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Family, listen, we're going to be here on, when we going to be here?
June the 8th.
You know,
6 to 9.
I want to ask you, brother, what do you think about, I am bringing a conversation that it's called Unveiling Islam. And my conversation is that Islam, remember, in principle, and sometimes in custom, is an African tradition.
You trying to get me in trouble?
I want you to know what you think about. Disagree
No,
with me.
no. I don't have. This is what I say. I've seen information that is very compelling already. That Islam is an African tradition. I've heard information that's compelling that it isn't. But I'll be honest. The information that I've heard that says it is more compelling.
Yeah.
Now, I would also say this, that I'm very interested in it because you promised me that what you're going to share is going to be things that share in a way that no one else has ever done before.
Absolutely, and one of the things that I'm going to make parallels. If anybody watch Morse World TV, when I do research, I tell a story with my slides. You ever notice that?
Absolutely.
I tell a story with my slides.
Yes, sir.
And so I intend to do the same thing. I intend to tell a story, and I think the most critical research is when you can present it and show parallels. You understand what I'm saying? When you're able to show parallels, like you show what. Like I'll give an example. And why is the migration to Mecca become a religious migration, a spiritual migration? Why? And people would say, oh, because the Kaaba is there. But what if I tell you that the Kaaba wasn't always there? Now why? Oh, because Allah said, and they run into a brick wall. There's no rationale or logic. But I mean, when you go and search history, you know that Mecca was the commerce place of the desert. That was one of the stops before you hit all the way far east. Mecca and Medina. These was one of the stops of caravans coming through Africa out Africa. That was one of the stops. And then they went to the spices, all the way to the Far East. And so why wouldn't they make that a pilgrimage place? Why wouldn't they? And then Muhammad there too? Oh yeah, we definitely gonna make it a pilgrimage place. But then you go into the history and you see that before praying to Mecca, they praying to Jerusalem. So now God done changed his mind? You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be showing some of these contradictions of culture, how culture ultimately shift to suit the purpose.
So I'm excited about it, bro. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see how you lay it down. But let's not forget that our dear sister, Dr. Mayat, said that she would debate you about this. And
you keep saying it, bro. You know who you reminding me of right now?
What's that?
You remind me of.
No, please don't start with an S. Bro.
That boy Frankie.
hey, no, but she said today.
That's what Frankie used to do.
No, we said we would have discussion, right?
Oh, don't get to Huckabee started, man. If you don't be quiet, Frankie. But no, I would accept that debate before my lecture.
No, we had to put on the big screen, Talk Base Station.
Yeah.
That Dr. Mayat said that she would debate you on this.
I don't think she's serious.
I think y'all could have a good conversation.
I think she jumped the gun.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I think anybody that debates me, anybody that suggests that they are willing to debate me, they're jumping the gun.
But again, look, we're gonna have at T9 Holistic Wellness Center in our community university. I'm not Frankie. Look,
no, I'm just joking. No, we're gonna have good wholesome
we
debates.
want to have conversations.
Good wholesome
unlike
debates.
Frankie.
Yeah,
Frankie problematic.
Frankie is terrible.
But I get the idea. It is a little promotional piece though. So
no, but I think if anybody choose to debate me, I really think they need to go through my catalog first. Like, don't take the intro of Morse World TV and think you're gonna get an easy win. Go through my catalog, look at my debates. Have you ever seen me debate the Sunni brothers?
Yes.
It's just not a pretty thing to debate me.
Okay.
And it's not an arrogant statement. It's like, I'm gonna think of things that you think that I think you is going to present, and I'm gonna answer them before you even present them.
Okay.
That's the way that I debate.
I mean, you should have confidence.
Yeah, that's the way. But I think you should talk her out of it.
No, I think that she might come with some things. You seen those debates? She's been whipped on some people, man.
Those are people from Frankie's spot. Those not real people.
Look. She done whipped on some. No, literally, I'm not being funny. I'm not.
Shout out to Dr.
She has whipped on some people. Now, I will be honest. I'm like wondering how versed she is in Islam. Though that is a question of mine.
Let me say, man. A lot of these topics that we discuss and that people discuss in our circles, like, we really need to be proficient in the lane in which we are proficient in, and in the lane that we choose. Like, I've considered myself very, very proficient in Islam as it relates to Moorish science and translating the Islam today into the concepts and ideals expressed through Moorish science, typical American. I think I'm very confident. I'm talking about, I would love to bring a qualified imam in here and have that type of debate about Islam.
Okay.
A qualified imam. I would love it. Oh, I would love it.
I'm gonna have to get my brother over there on West Side. What's my brother, Baba Akil?
Over there, Gwinnett?
I'm gonna get Akil over here for you. That's my man. That's my main man.
Akil wants some smoke?
Akil, look, I told you I'm losing my word, but what's Akil's last name? Ingram.
He over there at Woodlawn?
Yeah.
Gwinnett? By the shopping center?
That's my man.
All right.
That's my main man.
All right.
Yeah, he used to be the chaplain in
Fella, we just here chopping it up, fella. Actually, we doing a shameless drop. Let's tell the truth.
Is that what it is? I was kidding. It's like, is this a show now?
Nah, this ain't a show. Okay, we doing a drop. Then I'm gonna be here on June the 8th, 2024.
2024,
and,
6 to 9.
And look, somebody said.
What's here?
The black saying said, you're not qualified to talk about politics, human rights, or what he said. Hold up, I'm trying to see what he said. Human rights for the new world order, or even politics, buddy. See, people say that, but I would love for them to come forth and.
What you put in the title for people to say that?
anything. I said Drake, Diddy, Umar.
That's what you did.
Yeah, everything. I mean, everybody. You know what I mean? No. But see, people like that. What I say?
Drake, Diddy, Kendrick, Uma,
Yeah.
Marcus. Let's talk about slavery in 2024.
And get people like this guy, man, just to come in. The Black Sands. Get guys like the Black Sands to come in and say anything. Tampa Supreme say turtle face and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And you know the funny thing about people like that, these are grown men that will call another grown man turtle face. I hope you married or something. You weren't but another man's face. But we ain't gonna get into all that. We ain't getting toxic tonight because we got a good demonstration tonight. Mr. Ball, Dr. Ball, he demonstrated this thing, man. I gotta give it to him. He impressed me, bro.
I saw you back there.
No, he impressed me because when I watch, what is it, Black Power?
Media, yeah.
Black Power Media. On most of these platforms, you know, even me, we got the benefit because we got our hand on the control.
Yeah.
But in this space, you don't have your hand on the control.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was impressed.
And he was fielding the questions.
Yeah.
That's the word I was looking for.
Now he was knocking some of them down, but some of them he was missing. They were just hitting the backboard.
But that's the next one though. That's the next debate that you have coming up.
Yeah, I have no problem with it. I have no problem with it.
I mean, we got a busy summer.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Family, if you're in the Baltimore area, please come through. Please come through and support. I'm telling you, you're going to learn something. I learned something today.
What is it?
I learned something today. I learned that Dr. Ball, he said that whether you open a business or you hire people, it ain't going to free you. No matter what you do.
No, that's not what he said.
He said,
that's not what he said. No.
Let me stop, because Dr. Ball probably listened to this all the way
home.
home. Like, he chopping my words.
No. I think you didn't mean to make it.
I did. I made it raw though. I just said, so do we get a job or do we create a job?
No. Oh, that's different. What you just said was if you open a business or hire people. What you mean is go and find a job or find employment or open up a business. Yeah.
And he said, it doesn't matter what you do.
He said
none of it gonna free you.
None of it's gonna free us.
Good. Goodness and gracious.
I agree.
You don't think so?
I agree. Yeah. I agree with him.
You don't think you free?
Well, I'm talking.
Don't you got liberty?
That's a different type of freedom.
Uh-oh.
Come on, babe. Come on over.
We live. but don't you think, what I'm saying is that if you got 100 people doing what you doing, a variable of what you're doing, not exactly T9, 100 people, do you think that will put us in a better space? Those 100, I'm talking about organized, executing, entrepreneurship with a purpose.
Yeah, I think.
Do you think that will put us in a better space than going fill out an application?
Well, I think that's a different argument than what he said.
But I'm asking you that though. What do you think?
Okay.
Because they're going to get to the argument in a minute.
Okay, so if we get 100 people to do what I'm doing,
right?
I think it would create, as we talked about, survival. I can't think of the other word, but places where we can actually use as safe havens.
Yeah, but I'm not saying just exactly this. I'm saying if you got one person got a concrete company, cement company, but he's an independent entrepreneur. One person does real estate. Another person does community service like you do in T9. I'm just talking about variable business.
I mean, we have that though. So I mean,
but I'm saying with a purpose, saying
that
that we have a script purpose
right.
that at this level we doing this. At this level we doing this, and we're going. Our goal is to reach that.
Yeah, I agree. And I
do you think that we would be in a better space as opposed to say, all right, go get a job, and then we're going to organize politically, and we're going to change this paradigm?
Well, I think, as you were stating earlier, that we can do both. Yeah. And I think both is necessary. And what I'm looking for is survival programs. And I think these will qualify as survival programs. But again, it's what he would articulate is that there's no way that we're going to be able to, at this, like the way that the thing is set up, that we can hire everybody.
Right.
So at this point,
I agree.
without a massive change in the structure.
Why do one thing I do hear about our struggle, we always seem to be, but we can't compete. We can't meet the standard. Whatever happened to, okay, I just need economics to work for my constituents, my group, my organization, my those who are moving on the same organized effort as I am. What I mean by economics, I'm talking about, everybody's eating, everybody's building, everybody advancing, and what goes on out there goes on out there. And those who come in, we build collectively over and over and over.
I think he would agree, but then he would put that in the category of a survival program, not liberation.
But you don't think that could be a path towards liberation?
I think a survival program is a path to
That's
it's
necessary.
necessary.
So that was one of the questions that I was asking. What is the exit strategy? Because my thing is, I like what you say, survival program. If it's a survival program, does that survival lead to liberation?
It's necessary, I would say, for liberation.
All right.
And that's one of the arguments I wanted to have.
Let's see, we need to get Dr. Ball here to sit down and have this table talk.
Maybe, when you gonna bring him on your show?
I could have asked him tonight. We'll find out. I didn't. You know what? In all honesty, brother, you introduced me to all these educators. You did, brother. I mean, you introduced me to, not necessarily introduced, but you familiarized me and then introduced me to some of these educators. But I never knew he was local.
Okay.
I never knew he was local because
Okay.
I would have been met up with him and sat down with him. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Because I do think he bring a good argument to the table. Not that I necessarily agree with the total argument, but I think he bring a good argument though.
Yeah.
I do, and I think he can handle his weight with a lot of people. I'm giving him a lot of promotion today, so y'all should go check him out on Black Power Media. You know what I mean? Now let me ask you, what is your concept of path towards liberation? What is your concept? Because I never heard you express that before.
I already told you.
What is it?
I told you that I'm trying to figure it out. As it pertains to how realistic a thing is, how realistic it is that we will be able to carry it out through certain levels of struggle, certain types of struggle, and how soon that will be, similar to what we talked about earlier. Now, I'm under the thought that there's no. I agree with Dr. Ball. I do.
What you agree?
Man, you asked me that earlier.
Nah, we gotta hear. The people need to hear it again. What part you agree with?
I agree that these ways that we think are going to liberate us in a sense, and I guess we got to qualify what liberation may look like,
I think,
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So so a system that really will work for all people.
I think. Let me give you my perception. My perception is this, and I think our people are so spoiled that we won't see this in quite some time. I believe that we need to do no different than what the Amish do. I believe we need to find a field and build from the dirt. I feel as though we need to build a barn. We need to build our own house. We need to plant our own corn. And corn is just a metaphor for our own food. We're going to have to dig up some wells, and we're going to have to pay taxes on the land because we're still in this situation. We have to pay some taxes on the land, but nevertheless, we need to create communities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we need to create communities outside of these constructs that we think is community.
But people have these communities do exist.
Yeah. However, are these communities goal and oriented to walk towards total liberation, or are they survival communities with no exit strategy? I think we need an exit strategy.
I think a lot of them could get stuck, and that's his argument.
That's what I'm
at the survival stage.
Because the framework is not organized to say at this level, this is the next phase.
Right.
At this level, this is the next phase.
So, do you think the Amish is considering something greater?
No, absolutely not. And I can tell you why. There is no need for them to consider anything greater. They have what they call white privileges to a degree. We don't have that luxury.
So they separate.
But they got a model
Yeah.
that we can use parts of.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? But they don't have to. They don't need an exit strategy for what?
Okay. So, but you're saying that we can do something similar, but we also have to have some thoughts about doing something even further.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, it's brother talk. When we getting off?
No, we done. We done. I want to take them around. What's
Hey,
your name? I know he tired
He
because
try to ask me tough questions
Nah.
while I'm sleeping.
This is my bro. This is my bro, man. I wanted to get us on to give me some camera time because I wasn't gonna go live. You know, I'm supposed to go live tonight.
Yeah, when is it going down? Thanks for coming, bro.
But-
It's always a pleasure.
I'm
when you
supposed to
come
be
out.
live tonight talking to the Morris World TV citizens.
But thanks for coming out and being with your brother.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, family, I'm gonna let him go and I'm gonna walk y'all around real quick to show you what we're gonna be doing. Here we go. Family, this is the beautiful T-Nat. I'm gonna be here. Family, listen, when you come here, listen, this is community work at its finest, and I'm gonna be here on June the 6th, and we're going to be, I'm telling you, June the 8th, and we're gonna be really, really breaking down how to obtain liberation in reality, you know. Yeah. Now, we ain't gonna be philosophizing. We ain't gonna be philosophizing. It's gonna be a do or die. But anyway, you can definitely come here. Look, all you hoteppers, you can come and get your, what you call this here?
Sage.
You can come get your sage. That's right. This hotep heaven.
You got some old.
Man, my wife be burning that, smoked the whole house up. She smoked the whole house up. Man, yeah, family. But look, the brother and his wife, or his wife and him, they even got moringa. You know, people on the internet been hustling moringa. They buying it off. They buy it off, Amazon, repackages in pills and sell it for big money.
Really?
Yeah, I know them scammers. I know all of them. I ain't call them out yet, but I know who they are. But here you go, family. You know what I mean? That's right. So listen, and even the hoteppers out here, listen, if y'all want some masks, y'all come get some masks and everything. That's right. This is the real deal here. Listen, if you're hungry, we even got some hotepping food, boy, and it's off the chain, too. Now, for real, though, family, y'all need to come out when I come out. Listen, diasporian soul, listen, my wife do not eat food, vegetarian food, from any other place since I brought her here. She don't even want no more. From nowhere. You know what I mean? So, family, listen. I hope I see y'all in the building. I'm going to be right there. I'm going to be on the big screen. Y'all gotta thank Dr. Ausar, because Doc have a lot of confidence in me. If it wasn't for Doc, I'm telling you, I'd be like, man, I'm gonna go out of town and do my first lecture. Doc said, come on through, come on, let's do it. And so, man, we're gonna do it. And so, family, please, if you are not doing nothing on that day, come see me, holler at me. I'm gonna give an autograph.
The real hotepper section.
Oh, this the hotepper section here? Now, let me tell y'all, the only reason I be using the hotep, because the brother told me and him went to an event one day, right? And he was like, what you say? He said, you kent the cloth down. He said, look at you, kent the cloth down. But yeah, family, y'all come on through, and man, I look forward to it. I hope y'all share this video. I just wanted to drop in and put some content down. I wasn't really talking about nothing, but I want to thank Brother Jared Ball. I think he did a wonderful job today. I would love to get into a deeper conversation with him, but he did a wonderful job today. And a lot of these conversations.
Look, the books. That's his book.
That's his book.
The Myth and Propaganda of Black Buying Power.
Good goodness gracious. You know, Dr. Jared said, y'all talking about y'all got $1 billion in buying power. Y'all ain't got nothing. It ain't. He ain't say it like that. I got to add yeast to it. Yeah. He said, y'all ain't buying nothing because y'all, this a myth. It's a made up number. It's not real. And it's just what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. Starlight, thank you so much. We're going to have a place like this one day. We're going to get some supporters, and we're going to have a place like this on the other side of town. Absolutely. That's right. This is inspiration to me. I'm trying to tell you, this is inspiration to me. You know what I mean? And I'm just glad that the brother have confidence in myself. Most people think I'm too aggressive in my approach. But anybody who meet me in person, they know for sure that I'm your brother and your friend.
No, he has much decorum.
Yeah, I'm your brother and your friend. I'm just very passionate. I'm never in my passion. I'm just passionate. And so hopefully, one day in the future, on the other side of town, we can duplicate this here, because this is a beautiful spot. So with that being said, family, I'm up out of here. I will see you tomorrow night on Morse World TV. Starlight, thank you everything for what you do. M. Nugent, thank you everything for what you do. Cryptonomics, Candy, and all of the mods, Black Girl Reed, and everybody in there. Stephen X, appreciate y'all, and I see y'all tomorrow. Peace and love. I'm out. You dig? That's my family, man.